Rule number 2 is this one here. You are the sum of your DNA plus your experiences. This is common knowledge that's taught in classes, universities, all over. It's just assumed that these are the two factors that form a human being, your genetics and your experiences. And there's some debate about nature versus nurture, which one is bigger, which is more important. Is your DNA more important or your experience more important? But it still leaves you in kind of a sense that you're a fatalistic victim of what's going on in your circumstances all around you. Now, I don't know what your circumstances are. Some people are probably coming here tonight with very good circumstances and a healthy week you've had this week. Some of you may have had a very bad week. Some of you may be on top of the world this week, kind of like Tiger Woods is. Tiger Woods has had a very good week where he won a golf tournament, got back to number 1 in the standings, and he and Nike came out with a brand new ad that says this: winning takes care of everything. And if you know Tiger Woods' story, you know there's kind of a double meaning in that. Takes care of everything. And when I saw that, I had to ask the question, really, Tiger? Everything? Winning takes care of everything? I mean, sure, it moves you up in the golf standings, but does it take care of broken relationships? Does it take care of a kid's broken heart? Does it take care of guilt? Does it take care of your relationship with God? I'm not sure that winning really does take care of everything. But when you're on the top of the world, it's easy to believe that way. There may be others of you who have had more of a kind of a blah existence this week. Matter of fact, you might think of your whole life as just a cycle of monotony. You've got the thing that you dreamed of, or maybe you never got the thing that you dreamed of, but one way or the other, you're in kind of a cycle of repetition where the same thing happens over and over. You wake up in the morning to the same old alarm clock going off, and you throw the same old sheets off of the bed and go into the same old shower. Once you're ready, you get in the same old car, and you take the same old route to the same old office, and sit in the same old cubicle, talk on the same old phone to the same old people. Go home, and you have the same old pot roast that you had last night. You go to bed in the same old bed with the same old wife. You ask her the same old question. You get the same old answer. And you roll over and hit the same old alarm clock and set it up to go on the next day. It's just monotony. It's just monotony. And you wonder, can I ever escape this? And if you are, in fact, just the sum of your DNA and your experiences, you're kind of fatalistically determined to go a particular direction, and it never gets more interesting. But I think the resurrection changed all of that. Because what if there really is an external force outside of the universe, a spiritual force that can be invested into a sentient being that can help them to transcend just their DNA and their experiences? What if it is the case that the power of God can invade your life and make everything you do significant? What if it's the case that the 74 years that you have on planet Earth count for all eternity, and the things that you do here matter there forever? What if it's true that every time your life is a blessing to somebody else, every time you exhibit excellence in the workplace, every time you care for the poor or somebody who's wounded, every time you live a life of integrity, what if all that counts towards an eternal existence that will go on forever and ever and ever? That makes everything different, doesn't it? It takes you out of the monotony into transcendence by resurrection power that invades your life and reinforms everything that you do. And the resurrection made this possible. The resurrection rewrote that rule. It made you for not only a meaningful now, but for a meaningful eternity as well. You are not just the sum of your DNA and your experiences.